BBC Radio 1.
You may have played along with Greg and I on Radio 1 in the biggest game of hide and seek in the world. This is how we got away with it.
Hide and Seek on BBC Radio 1.
Okay, so on Tuesday morning, me and Grimmy lured the Radio 1 DJs into the breakfast show. They had no idea what was happening. We knew all along. We've been planning it for months. We wanted to trick them.
Oh, God.
Hang on.
It's time. The following people are required.
Required?
Maya Jama. Greg James.
Of course.
Nick Grimshaw. Jordan North. Listen closely. Transport is waiting for you outside. You will be taken to the Tower of London.
Oh, great.
You will receive further instructions at 8 a.m.
There's a man!
There's a man!
There's a man!
I'm the Chief Yeoman Warder here at the Tower of London, and welcome to the Tower of London. Over your shoulder you'll see an archway known as Traitors' Gate, where traitors against the crown saw their final glimpse of freedom before learning their fate. Maya, this is for you.
You've been brought here to Traitors' Gate at the Tower of London. You are representing the Radio 1 DJs and the Radio 1 listeners. Together, all of you are about to find out your next big challenge.
Oh my God.
All of you, that is, except two. Two of you already know exactly what's going on.
Oh!
What?
Someone's been lying.
Do you know what's going on?
No, I honestly don't know what's going on.
Right, hang on a
He packed an overnight bag.
Guys, keep calm. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
That's
I
why
promise
he's been
you.
sweating so much. I'm on to Jordan, and actually maybe Greg. It's your show.
Oh my God, my heart
Maya,
is going.
take these headphones a second.
It's time to tell you we're the traitors.
Are you joking?
Yeah.
And the Tower of London has absolutely nothing to do with anything. And it's now time for us to run.
Okay, bye.
See you in a bit.
Are you lying?
What you... Right. Greg! Grimmy! Where'd he go?
Right, what's happening?
going on?
Right, listen, we're back
Grimmy!
Listen, we're back at Radio 1. We don't know anything. What's happening?
Okay,
Right,
so
tell
we
me
are
what you
now
tell me.
facing the Thames.
They're going on boat.
They're going on a boat.
They're going on boat.
They're running down a jetty onto a boat.
By the way, the world's biggest game of hide and seek is back.
Yeah! In your face, losers! Let's go! Find us!
So baby, if you want me, we're live in Ibiza. You got to show me love.
So after our adventure boat ride, which was sort of terrifying, we ended up at North Greenwich Pier. Now we knew that everyone was going to be after us, and they knew that we were hiding, and the game was up, so we had to be smart, and we had to be quick. So we decided to do some decoys. Grimmy went to St Pancras Station, and then got on a train to a place called Potter's Bar. Meanwhile, I went to the other side of Hertfordshire, which is where I went to secondary school, a place called Bishop Stortford, and we split off in the hope that people would see us and be like, "Oh, Bishop Stortford, we're in Potter's Bar." We weren't there at all. Grimmy had an extra bit of detail. He had a train ticket to Edinburgh put in his top pocket that we hoped someone would see and go, "Oh, you're going to go to Edinburgh." And it worked. The bleak reality of the logistics.
Yeah, we're exciting hide and seek. Oh my God, we're in a boat. I'm going to trick everyone. Sorry, the barrier's not going up. I can't get the... I've lost the ticket.
So I used to work in that Smith's there. And then for lunch, pop across to Greg's. Like rock and roll teenage years, really. I used to work on the video game section, and our manager was really strict about asking people for their age and then selling them like 18 games. And this guy came in who was 40. I was like, you got any ID? He was like, I'm 40. And my manager was standing next to me, and I went, I'm sorry, I can't sell it to you. And he was like, can you just, no, I'm 40, can you just... And she went, I'm sorry, I have to stand by my staff, even though she knew I completely messed it up. This is where it was. It was now at the video game area. There was no point continuing. I just left a BBC pass with Bishop Stortford Cricket Club on it. and I left it in Smith's. Might not be anything, might be something, we'll see. So after our Hertfordshire adventures, we met up again in Maidenhead, just outside of London, in a lay-by. And it looked like a prime dogging spot in a field. It was nice to walk your dogs. But that was the most tricky bit because people knew they were looking for us. They were high alert, and then we had to get from there to our secret location on the coast, Weston-super-Mare. It was tricky. I've just been talking to Grimmy about the Cricket World Cup. Hello, it's the Super Mario Brothers here. We have just changed. Hey! Don't do the voice. We've just changed into disguise. It's me, Greg, and Grimmy. You can't even tell.
Look, it's us. We're in red cotton.
We've been put into a very strange, scary van. Actually.
Yeah, it's got bin bags on the windows.
With quite low clearance, you can hear it bashing the roof of the car park.
But we've got our fake work passes.
And then we're going to be...
We're heading.
Bundled into the
spot.
This is quite tricky because there's a lot of people.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we did it.
How was it?
Oh my god.
So busy down there, isn't it?
So busy.
Hey, nice shot.
Hide and Seek on BBC Radio 1.
Hello everybody. Wow. Here we are. Hide and Seek is back, everybody. It's Nick Grimshaw and Greg James, and we're hiding somewhere in the UK.
We were wanted men, and it was open season, so people were already trying to guess where we were, so we needed to throw them off the scent. So we deliberately led them to locations that we weren't at, and we called those locations in advance to get the directions to lead them down the garden path, essentially. It's sneaky and it's mean, but we loved it.
When you get to the top, stop.
You're not hanging off the top of Blackpool Tower, surely?
No, stay away from the edge, Nathan.
Okay. Greg and Grimmy, come out, wherever you are.
Nathan?
Oh, we're not there, Nathan!
You too!
And by Wednesday morning, people still hadn't found us, so we thought, let's ramp it up a little bit.
I want to ask a question, see if you can give us a clue. What is the temperature where you are?
Very good point.
I'm not too sure. I did put my hand out the window before. It was nice. It was sort of like a nice early summer's morning. I'd say 23 degrees maybe.
You are the worst. That is the worst Carol Kirkwood impression I've ever heard, Nick Grimshaw. It's great. You can't be so vague.
One next week. I'll just pop my hand out different windows and go, it's about 24. Vague weather's quite a fun feature, maybe.
Vague weather. It's about.
It's about. It's not that hot.
That was great.
How'd you feel after doing that?
I was quite nervous about doing that because I was worried about. I didn't know they were going to ask. Harder to lie, I think, on the telly than on the radio because you've got to like look straight down the camera. So I think we did all right. I didn't give anything away, which is good. Now we need to put these. Is that the right one?
Do you think you'll notice? It's like Opera House.
Okay, we're gonna leave the compound now, which is scary. This is it, That's scary. So we've escaped. We've got out of there, and we're gonna go and get breakfast for Greg, but we're gonna do it live on the radio. That's scary. Oh my god.
This is
Greg, quick! I'm at the thing. Can
you get me? No, that's fine. That's all I need. Actually, hash browns.
And hash browns. When my mum goes McDonald's, which is about once a year, I love it personally, but she always goes, can I get I'll have the mac chips, and I want the McChicken goujons. Not called that. And then she takes it home and puts it on a plate. She's sick in the head.
And then we gave our biggest clue yet.
We've got lovely listener Natalka on the line. Hello, Natalka. Hello. So there was a code that was put on a plane that flew over Blackpool that had EM, F and TM, WTP and DK on it. We know that F and TM stands for Florence and the Machine. We know that WTP stands for Winnie the Pooh. What are you saying EM and DK stand for?
I think EM stands for Eddie Murphy. And I think DK stands for Donkey Kong.
All the listeners have worked together, and we didn't think it would go this quickly, but Natalka, you have absolutely cracked it. Donkeys. Yes! Okay, because of the donkeys and the coast, you managed to narrow it down from 6 towns to 2. Those 2 towns were Brighton and Weston-super-Mare. Jordan North and Alice Levine went to follow a lead at Brighton's I-360 tower thing. And meanwhile, Scott, our listener, was on the way to the end of the pier at Weston-super-Mare. Now, bearing in mind, we were in the pier at Weston-super-Mare, and there were about 150 people that work in that pier. Only 7 people knew that we were hiding in there from their management thing. People were calling the pier, being like, are they in the pier? Grimmy in the pier? And the management had to they were panicking, like, the game is almost up. And the game was almost up, but there was one final twist.
I feel like I'm about to be murdered. I feel like it's a really high, intense moment. Like, I feel like someone's coming to get us, and actually it's just a game on the radio.
We're being held here against our will.
Okay, in Weston-super-Mare, we have Scott.
I am, yeah. Just got to the end of the pier now.
So we'd like you to go to the top of that tower, whilst Alice Levine and Jordan North are in another tower in Brighton.
The phrase you need is, Grimmy, Greg, come out, wherever you are, and then knock, okay?
Okay.
3, 2, 1, have they found us?
Grimmy, Greg,
wherever you are.
Wherever you are.
Scott. Grimmy, Greg,
Yes.
Scott, wherever you are.
Yes.
Open the door.
Open the door, dear.
Oh my goodness, I think we've done it. Scott in Weston-super-Mare, he's just found Grimmy and Greg.
So our man Scott in Weston-super-Mare found us after 25 hours of hiding, and it was such a relief. I've never hugged anyone that hard before, and if you watch the video back, you'll also see a little behind-the-scenes tidbit for you is one of the big producers of the show, Will, accidentally set the confetti cannon off 30 seconds before Scott got into the room. That's why there's confetti on the floor, and it didn't go off at the precise moment it was supposed to. That's true behind-the-scenes gossip for you. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for watching and listening to the whole thing play out. It would have been nothing without you, and without you, we'd still be in the end of the pier, which would be sad. So thanks. See you next year. Maybe.
Oh, you didn't! You didn't! Okay, so it's a photo of the pier of Weston-super-Mare with a biro little bit of writing that says, "We're here, mate. Hiya!" with an arrow pointing to the tower, and then Greg, kiss, kiss.